Wow. So I first started posting on this Instagram in May, and this was my very first entire look. I tried to recreate today. I'm really happy. I don't want to cry. I can already feel my nose starting to drip, which is lovely. But no, um, it's just cool. It's really cool seeing like what I look like now versus just a short while ago. There are thousands of makeup Instagrams out there. Um, and I was really hesitant to start mine because I didn't know if I was good enough. I didn't know uh, what I could make out of myself with makeup. But I'm really proud of the things I'm doing, and I feel like I'm getting better and better every day. Practice, 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 practice. Everybody says that, but it's so true. I don't know where this journey is taking me. I don't know what I'm doing with my Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing with my YouTube. I'm just having fun with it for now. Who knows what will happen? A lot of people don't like to dream big because it's scary, and I even get scared sometimes myself, thinking, of any of the possibilities that could happen just through social media. But you just never know. So, with the close of 2018, I just like to thank all of you for constantly being there for me. I want to thank my friends for who always support me. I like to thank the many, many people that I've met on here that have become friends. Sometimes we look at our own work and oh my gosh. Ugh. I have not even filmed this video and I'm gonna cry the makeup off. Great. Sometimes we look at our own work and we're our biggest critics. And for the longest time, I hated my makeup and I didn't like the way it looked and I wasn't comfortable with it. Great. Let me do that thing where you try and blot your tears. I wasn't comfortable with it or sharing it with anybody, and I thought I would get made fun of. I thought people would ridicule me and I wouldn't be able to do this, but just from hearing encouragement from literally everybody around me, I found the not only the time to do this because this is super time consuming, but also the strength to push myself outside my comfort zone because I am a very personable guy and I do like to interact with people. I like to interact with people, but it's really hard to do putting yourself out there on the internet where there could literally thousands upon millions of people looking at you and saying mean things. We see it all the time. But you just gotta push past it and remember that those people would probably be too scared to say stuff to your face. So keep on making your Instagrams, keep on making your videos. You don't know where it will take you. I don't know where this is taking me. I just feel the push to do it. And hopefully in 2019, I'll start seeing even more drive to do so. Because I'm already seeing my followers are, the numbers are growing, the likes are growing, the comments are flowing in. My YouTube is still kind of rocky, but honestly, even if it's just two people watching my videos, it's better than none. One thing I do want to say in closing is for anyone who wants to make YouTube, it is super hard. It's time consuming, editing, and then I never realized uploading videos could take literally 8 hours. But I'm still gonna do it because I don't know. I'm gonna do this until I get what I want accomplished in the way of makeup and what I want to do in the future. So thank y'all for supporting me and enjoy the rest of this video. I'm so glad I did not cry off the makeup. Hi everybody. So back to better camera angles because I did not know that I was literally like Wilson from Home Improvement talking about some, oh my gosh, my makeup looks so good. Like, it's way better than the one I did in May. I didn't know that I looked like that. I apologize. So I've got my buddy, her name is First Mate Cherry now because too many of y'all said something about Sister Cherry sounding like James Charles, and I'm like, nope. So she's a swashbuckling pirate now, and Brother Dennis is in the bedroom taking his cat nap, his like 15th of the day. So I'm just going to be showing you guys my favorite makeup that I've used throughout the year. This is stuff that I use just about ritually every day. You can see it tagged in my Instagram and so forth. So yeah, let's send off 2018 in a good way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through categories. I'm going to have foundations, lipsticks, my palettes, highlighters, and then one setting spray. But at the end, I'm going to have two different collections that I favored way beyond anything in 2018. And I'm pretty sure you know what they're going to be. So let's hop right into it. So first, with foundations, my absolute favorite foundation this year was the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation in the color Warm Honey. I favor this above any foundation I've ever used in my entire life. I lay my hand on it and tell you this is probably the most outstanding foundation ever made. Way above any high-end product I've ever used. Smashbox, MAC, Too Faced, anything. This is it. It's only $6. I blew LA Colors up this year because I use this just about every day. Second foundation, best of 2018. I am going with Born This Way foundation by Too Faced. I did not like this at first, and I felt like I had wasted my money. I'm not the one to return things. I truly believe only like the elderly return things. Young people, we just either leave it laying around forever or we gift it to someone else, and that's what was about to happen. But I paired it with a good primer, and it works. This is one of those foundations that I absolutely have to have a primer for. So if I'm messing with Born This Way by Too Faced in the color Warm Beige, I need a primer. Let's do mascara because I only have one. Well, yeah, I only have one that's not in the collection. The other one is in a collection, and we'll do that later. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal. I love this. My friend Josie, major shout out to you, baby. She gave me this like completely free, just took it out of her bag and was like, here, take it. And it was a favorite ever since. Now it does burn the holy F out of my eyes if I happen to sweat, but I'm willing to risk it because even through sweating and it like coming off into my eyes, my lashes still looked fleek. Let's hop into lipsticks. First, my most favorite red this year. One of my most favorite reds this year was the LA Girl Matte Flat Velvet Lipstick. That's a mouthful. In the shade Runway. It's like a nice deep red, but it's not one of those reds that's like a maroon. It still keeps its true red color, but it's very, very deep. And that's the kind of red that I like. I didn't use it as often, but it's just one of my favorites. The other one, sadly, they don't have an Instagram. It's called Is Me New York. Their matte lipstick in the shade Blood. It is literally like blood, and that's my favorite shade of red is blood. Not that I murder people or anything, just saying I like to have that shade on my lips. Next, this one I dipped into a lot this year. I think it's almost dried up, which is sad. This is the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse lipstick in the color Foxglove. It's like a nudish gray mix. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very pretty. I like that weird shade. I know it's a weird mixing like a nude color and a gray. Doesn't sound pretty, but it's super gorgeous and very affordable. Next, I have the Fenty Beauty Stunna lipstick in the shade Uninvited, which is basically my entire life I've been uninvited to things, and I was finally invited to buy this, and I was like, okay, yes. So, this is probably one of the most pigmented black lipsticks I've ever had. I just love it. I don't use it as often because the stopper has this weird thing where it almost comes off and it wastes a lot of product. So I try not to dip into it like a whole heck of a lot, but super gorgeous. But not least, we have Black Radiance's black lipstick in Blackout. 99 cents. the best black lipstick there has ever been in existence. This is the greatest. So Black Radiance, hats off to y'all for making not only affordable makeup, but the best black lipstick in history. I'm calling it, there'll never be another one like this. Let's get into highlighters real quick. I actually only have two that aren't a part of a collection. The first one is the Beaming Lights. Oh wait, Hypnotic Light series. Oh my gosh. And the shade Beaming Light by Milani. It's really cool. I'm getting tongue twisted right now. So yeah, is that not pretty? She doesn't care about purple. But yeah, I get compliments every time I wear this. Like, I could be wearing some like completely banger eyeshadow and people are like, your highlighter is amazing and everything else is just a toy. Next is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in the shade How Many Carats. I didn't like this at first. I just looked in the mirror and realized she's dead asleep and I'm sitting here like talking as loud as I can. I didn't like this at first because I didn't think there was much to it, and then I got home and I'm like, that was really cool. It was still on my hand. I need to go get it, and I managed to find like the last one in Dayton. So yeah, I really do like this product, and I didn't mess with Fenty Beauty for the longest time this year, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wow, Fenty is, can I say this word? Fenty now. Okay, in the way of contour and stuff like that, I need to bring up Black Radiance again because they're just about the only contour I used for months and months on end. I blew them up using their True Complexions contour palette in medium to dark. There are two shades that I use as contour. I've never used the highlighter, so there's a lot of that left in there. But I mess with this one heavy. And then also their pressed powder in the shades Cafe or Bronzed something. I can't remember. I don't have it on me. But yeah, like this shade I used a heck of a lot. And it's so blendable. Before we get into eyeshadow, I promise we're getting to it. I'd like to talk about glitters because I started doing glitter as highlighter this year. And there's one glitter company that's absolutely amazing. She's on Etsy, and I'll link her below and show her right here. It's Dazzle Me Glitter. She's actually based out of Ohio. And she just has these pots of glitter, and they're amazing. This one in the Last Unicorn is so unique. I'd never seen anything like it. And she had like probably 5 left. And I didn't have any money, and I was telling people, I'm like, oh my gosh, I so need it. Like, and jokingly, I said if somebody could buy it for me, and my cousin Angel, props to you, babe. She literally bought like the last remaining, the last of the Last Unicorn. Don't want to use it all up. And then the other the other couple pots of glitter that Dazzle Me Glitter had me completely shook with are the Groove is in the Heart. This is like a bunch of neon hearts and iridescent hearts and dots put together. It's so gorgeous for like a nice neon look. And also Moondrops. Actually, all of her glitters have me on some level. Last with glitters, we have Max Glitter and Iridescent White. I don't dip into it a whole bunch because I had a little accident with it, so it makes me leery of, like, seriously, any glitters and pots, I'm always afraid of spilling, like I did this one. And, yeah, I love this one. I like the blue gold shift that it has, and it's by MAC. You can't go wrong with it. We're going to quickly go through the eyeshadow palettes. So let's just start off with the one that I probably used just about the most. It's the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. Yeah, I probably use this at least 3, 4, 5 times a week. And one thing I did hear about this palette before I bought it, people are like, the pans are so small, and I go through it. This has lasted me probably about a good 8 or 9 months. And I am like hitting the pan on some of them, which I absolutely do not like to do, but there's still a lot of product left. So go ahead and buy it if you're thinking about it. Next, we have two Kat Von D items. First is the Kat Von D Divine palette. I love Divine. She's pretty much one of the biggest LGBT plus icons ever. And I hesitated to buy this for the longest time because for some reason the shades look the same to me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it looks like the color scheme, like, I don't know. There's something weird with it. And then finally it went on sale and I'm like, I need to get it before it completely disappears because the lipstick did and now it's too expensive for me to afford. And I do love this palette. The shades are really soft and just super blendable. This white is probably the most pigmented white eyeshadow I've ever used. And the names are just so classic. You've got Waters, you've got Female Trouble, Hairspray, Pink Flamingo. Next, in the way of Kat Von D, I have got She Awakens. I have got to throw it out to the Fetish palette. I was so awaiting this palette because a lot of the shades looked really gorgeous from swatches, and she had me waiting for this. I finally got it, and I do dip into it a whole lot. I like the fact that there are mattes, there's glitters, there's shimmers, because I like the mix of having all of them. I can't just have an all shimmery palette or an all matte palette. So there's a nice mix of the entire eyeshadow range in here. And there's some gorgeous colors. A few of them aren't as pigmented as I wanted, or they're kind of feel a little bit crumbly. But this palette is super awesome. And the packaging is just adorable. Next is this drugstore palette that had all of us shook for months. It is the Soda Pop palette by Maybelline. They teased this for... How long did they tease this for? And I don't believe the world has ever been so antsy for a drugstore palette. Ever. But Maybelline did it. And with these 12 shades, they nailed an entire library that you can just dip into and make tons of thousands of looks to do. The palette of 1,000 looks, literally. And so hats off to Maybelline for just keeping the world in wait for a $10 palette. Super amazing. They knocked it out of the ballpark. Next we have the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. I was nervous buying this because I thought that this palette was going to be a big one. And I got to Sephora and they're like, oh, here it is. I'm like, you're kidding me. This is $30. Like, this thing that fits in the palm of my hand is $30. But the pigmentation makes it worth the $30. The pans make it worth the $30. I dip into this probably at least twice a week, and I'm not hitting the pan on any of them. This one did kind of break off because I dropped it, but it's okay. She's doing fine. So, Storybook Cosmetics managed to capture this most iconic movie of the 21st century with 12 eyeshadows. You can create tons of looks with just these shades. For the longest time, there are shades that I didn't touch because I just thought, ew, I'm never going to use that. And now I'm getting into them more than ever. Like, October 3rd is perfect for glittery black smoky eye. We've got Glen Coco up here, Gruel. Oh my gosh, I had to have this one. This was one of the makeup launches this year that I was sitting by my phone waiting for it to hit the shop. So we've got almost everything covered. Now I'm going to do the two collections. I am pretty sure you know what they are. I can't hold all the products up in one hand, so I'll just hold like the main thing of them up and then have them on the side here. So first is the MAC Aaliyah collection. I seriously love you, Mac, for doing this. They did an out of this world job of commemorating one of the greatest singers to ever walk this planet, Aaliyah. Um, I'm a huge fan of Aaliyah. I was devastated when she passed away, and when talks of doing a Mac Aaliyah collaboration came about, I was really excited, and I was not disappointed. I know I heard a lot of things from the makeup world about this collection, but Mac collaborated right with the family on this, right with Rashad, so they honored Aaliyah in the best way possible. I've never been so excited for a makeup collection in my life like I have been for the MAC Aaliyah collection. I know you've heard the story before, but I got up super early that day. I was in line. I made a new friend waiting for this collection to drop. I've got the poster hung up, so every time I'm using this collection, I look at Baby Girl and I think of her, or I'm playing her music. Seriously, MAC, I don't care what anybody else says about this collection. People were salty about this because MAC nailed it. They did the most outstanding thing of the year in the makeup world by doing the Aaliyah collection. The packaging is sleek. All the products are amazing. It's probably, next to this other collection, it's the gem of my makeup stash. Now, I was messing with this collection heavy, and then I was like, wait, I don't want to like burn out all my products, so I haven't used it in a while, but oh my gosh, my favorites of this collection. Let me just go to the favorites of my favorites of this collection. The Try Again lipstick is probably one of the best nude lipsticks I've ever used. Street Thing, I was so glad that they included a black lipstick in this collection. One in a Million lip gloss, gorgeous. The one thing that I was hesitant about was the Lily's Motor City lip gloss. I'm like, that's ugly, I'm never going to use it, and now it actually is one of my favorites. So yeah, I was super excited to get this. I busted my butt to collect enough money to buy this collection, and made it out of the mall with, I think, 13 cents left in my pocket. And finally, the best piece of 2018 makeup. It is the Macy and Mia collaboration with Ashley Sebera, aka Dana Brooke. Major hats off to everybody involved with this. I have made great friends out of using this collection. I've made memories out of using this collection. This is by far my most favorite highlighter palette ever. Here's the other stuff. Excuse me. When this launched on June 1st, I know you've heard the story. I'm going to tell it again. Just settle your tea kettles. When this launched, I was only able to buy the highlighter set, and I use this off the chain. I probably use this 6 times a week. Now, I try and slow it down because I feel bad like constantly tagging Macy and Mia Cosmetics and DJ Victory and Ashley, but they did an amazing job, and I think they know it. A few months after I bought this and I'd been using it and had talked to DJ Victory and talked to Ashley a little bit, all of a sudden, DJ was like, hey, what's your address? I want to send you something. And she sent me the rest of the collection. I cried. I immediately set my foot down and started doing looks with the mascara and the 2 lip glosses, the rest of the collection. I absolutely love this, right down to the packaging. Everything slays in this collection. I'm actually using the lip gloss right now in the shade DJ. It completely fits with this look, and it's holographic. It's got holographic glitter. Everything about this collection was holographic, and that's totally me. So, I absolutely love Macy Mia Cosmetics, love DJ Victory, love Ashley. So much love and support to all of you, everyone involved with Macy and Mia Cosmetics. My voice is hoarse. Literally. On the mic to my voice hoarse. Literally. Anyway, so that has been my favorite of 2018. I know that's a lot of makeup, but I think I covered it all. I don't think I missed anything. I hope not. Every bit of my makeup collection I love. I love dearly everything that I buy. Even stuff that I don't like, I still love it because, you find, I believe that every piece of makeup has use. You can get some sort of use out of it. And that's what I do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me in my Instagram and YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and plug myself again. Go ahead and go to my Instagram and give me a follow. Be my first follower of 2019. There's going to be plenty more looks this year. Probably some more fun stuff. I don't know what else I'll come up with to do on here. And give my YouTube channel a subscribe. Is that a thing? Like, give it a subscribe, I guess is how I could word it. I want to hit a lot of followers this year. I just want to be famous. Like, I spend enough money trying to make myself look halfway decent, so I think that as a treat, I should be famous. But seriously, thank you all for always watching me and supporting me. That's it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year from Dennis, who isn't on screen. Happy New Year from First Mate Cherry. Happy New Year from 90210 Makeup. My family to your family. I love you all with every piece of me.
I've been meaning to get in touch, 'cause I just wanna see your smile, but you don't seem to care so much, so I'll just let you go for a while. Tell me if you think I'm worth it. Let me know if I am on your mind, 'cause I spend all my time just sitting here wondering if it's you that I should just leave behind. But don't go just yet. Please stay right here.